Hi, my name is John Alzheimer, and I'm a credit expert who contributes to creditcardinsider.com. If you have any questions for us, then please leave them in the comments section below. Today's question is, will late payments always show up on my credit report? The key word in that question is the word always. Because of the word always, it would suggest that late payments are guaranteed to show up on all three of your credit reports every single time you make a late payment. The answer to your question, sir, is no. Late payments will not always show up on your credit report. The credit reporting system in the United States is voluntary, which means that there is no obligation, legally or otherwise, for any lender to send anything to any credit reporting agency at any time. So you could have a mortgage loan, an auto loan, a student loan, a boat loan, a credit card, a motorcycle loan, any type of loan that you can imagine, and there's no guarantee that that item is going to show up on any of your credit reports. Having said that, because it's a voluntary system, there's no obligation for the lender to report the late payments to the credit reporting agencies either. In fact, the lender can pick and choose when to report late payments and when to not report late payments. And I'll give you a great example of something that happens very commonly in the world of credit card issuers. Credit card issuers, many of them anyways, will choose to not report you as being late until you are at least 2 or 3 months late, which means that you'll look at a credit report and you won't see the 30-day delinquency, you won't see a 60-day delinquency, but all of a sudden you'll see a 90-day delinquency. And the question that you have is, well, wait a minute, where's the 30 and the 60? And what's happened there is the credit card issuer has chosen to cut the consumer some slack and has not reported the late payment to those lower level late payments to the credit reporting agencies. There's no guarantee that's going to happen, so don't take that as a license to not pay your bills for a few months, because then you're going to suffer things like late payments, penalty APRs, and it can become hugely problematic. Another thing to keep in mind when it comes to late payments is the standards and the rules that are used in the credit reporting world regarding when they can report a late payment. So if I'm a lender or a credit card issuer and I choose to report late payments to the credit bureaus, which many of them do, they actually cannot do so. Now you're going to have to follow me, this is a little complicated. They cannot report the late payment to the credit reporting agency until it's a full 30 days past the due date. So if the due date for any of your obligations happens to be the 10th of the month, and you don't make your payment until the 11th of the month or the 15th of the month, that is not going to lead to a late payment appearing on your credit report. You would have to go till the entire next month, the 10th of that month, before you are one full cycle past due, 30 days, and at that point, then the lender can report you as being delinquent. There is no accurate way to report someone who is 1 to 29 days late to the credit bureaus. It doesn't exist. It has never existed. The only way you can report someone late is when they are at least 30 days or worse past due. So if you were to see a late payment appearing on your credit report or anyone else's credit reports, you can make the assumption that that consumer was at least 30 days past the due date, because that's the standard in the credit industry. So completely voluntary system, but when they do choose to report, it really means that you were at least 30 days late. So they're actually much worse than you might think they are, because they don't include kind of like the nuisance late payments. I forgot my bill, got eaten by the dog, I didn't put a stamp on the check, the letter that I sent the check in. Those types of excuses generally do not lead to a late payment, because you can usually get a payment in the hand of the lender before 30 days has passed. If you have any other questions pertaining to credit or other financial topics, please submit them to creditcardinsider.com or in the comments section below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.